Last month, my team and I at Luth Productions had the awesome opportunity to produce a commercial for Fucare e-bikes. When I saw this project come through, I immediately decided I wanted to try and do something epic for this, and in a sense, try and go all out. With our small team of 5 people and 2 cast members, we put our expertise to the test with a bike trailer Movi system all the way to a rigged out black arm with the Ronin 2. So today, I'm going to be taking you guys behind the scenes of one of the funnest commercials I've had the honor of directing and producing. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Ryan Luth. I'm a filmmaker based out of Orange County, California, and today I'm going to be breaking down how we shot one of our most recent projects with our company, a campaign and commercial for an e-bike company called Fucare. If you've been following our Instagram, you've probably seen some BTS photos and a few highlights we released from the campaign. If you haven't, then go check it out, give us a follow while you're at it. So before I jump into anything, you're going to want to go take a watch at the commercial, otherwise you won't have any reference to what I'm about to show you. So go click somewhere up here and then come right back and we can get into the breakdown. Since there's always a ton of little details that go into producing these kinds of commercials, I'm just going to talk through some of the main key points of our process from pre-production to production and then into post. Also, one last thing before I forget, if you do like the work that I do and want to achieve similar results in like your color grading or even some essential post-production or pre-production assets to help your workflow, I'm actually going to be hitting on a few products I have available for purchase via the link below, so stay tuned. All right, anyways, I'm super excited to share this one with you guys, so let's get started. You don't have a film if there's no script. So the first thing I did before anything, also as per request of the client to secure the project, was to create a director's treatment. The client sent over a brief outline of the script and what they wanted to see in the video, and from that I created a creative director's treatment that would accomplish 2 important things. 1, to pitch our idea and communicate what we want to do with the project, and then 2, to outline the key points in the script for each length of the video. The client loved it, signed the contract, paid the installment, and a few days later the bikes arrived at our place here in California, so it was time to get to work. By the way, treatments are super helpful when it comes to pitching larger projects as a director or an agency, so if you're interested, check out the link below in the description because I have a template we use available for purchase you can use for your own projects. Also, if you feel like supporting this channel and a fellow creative, so I can keep putting out more content like this, it's always appreciated. The next step in creating a successful commercial is finding the perfect locations. So we knew we wanted to showcase the speed and versatility of the e-bike, so we scouted a variety of different landscapes including mountain trails, city streets, and some beach locations. After narrowing down our options, we ultimately decided on these locations as our spot for each scene. The mountain trail above the town I live in, the downtown shops for the shopping scenes, some quiet neighborhood streets for the car rig shots, and the beach for some product, lifestyle, and detail shots. In order to stay organized and make sure we got everything we needed for our shoot, we actually used a really cool software called Milanote. This isn't a paid ad or anything, but Milanote honestly made our process so easy for this. So Milanote, if you're watching, huge thank you for helping us just stay organized with our workflow, because it was just monumental in helping this project come to completion. We had to make sure we had a solid shot list and run sheet for the day, so we created a schedule and revised it a few times to make sure we could fit each location move and get each scene captured the way we wanted to. In the end, we had to cut some of the scenes because I only had our full crew and camera packages available for one day, so we had to do a couple small run and gun pickup days to get the last few finishing pieces. All in all, our full shooting schedule was a total of 4 days, but since day 1 was the most exciting, we're just going to talk about that. With our shot list, run sheet, and locations secured, it was time to start preparing our equipment. We needed to ensure that we had everything necessary to capture the e-bike in action and keep our shots super smooth while being able to go the same speed as the bike. These bikes will go up to about 28 to 30 miles an hour, so we needed to make sure we could get some rolling shots on both the mountain trails and the city streets. This was something I talked through with our amazing DP, Griffin Conway, who, if you haven't checked out his channel, make sure to go do that. I'll link it right here below. But we came to the conclusion that the best way to get all of the different scenes in various locations and have rolling shots for all of them was to use 2 modes of stabilization, a Movi Pro and a Ronin 2. So in total, we had 4 actual different cameras used in making this ad, plus a drone. On the Movi Pro, we had the Canon C70. On the Ronin 2, we had another C70. As a main camera for sticks and handheld, we used the Canon C500 Mark II. And then the last camera used for shots that were mounted to the bike was the Canon R5. This was a handy full frame camera that was simple and light to mount on the bike's handlebars for some of those cool locked off shots. Having Griffin as my DP for this project came in super handy because He has a full production van with all of this kind of stuff. So I was able to actually just roll up to set hardly with anything other than our crafty and our shot lists and stuff like that. And him and the rest of the team rolled up in the production van. And it just kept things super easy, moving from location to location, because we could just put things back in the van, roll them back out on the carts, and then move on to the next scene. So our first rig we had was our bike cam. I bought a trailer off of Amazon that I could use with one of the bikes to pull it, and then we had our cam op, Rob Trent, in the back of the trailer operating a Movi Pro with the Canon C70 and the DZO 20 to 55 millimeter picture zooms. This combo worked really well because we were able to easily adjust and reframe our shots on the go using the picture zooms without having to swap lenses. So due to the focus holding the same as we zoom in and out. Because the trails we were on were too narrow and access wasn't available to bring a full camera car there, we had to use something a little bit smaller. But we were super impressed with how smooth everything worked and the shots that we got. So this was easily the funnest part of our day. Our DP Griffin has a fully rigged out Bronco with the ability to mount a Rona 2 with a black arm to both the front and the back of the vehicle. This was super handy because we were able to get rolling shots and just control the Ronin from the inside of the car, and it also looked super sick. From the inside, we had monitors all mounted to the seats, so we were able to pull focus, frame the shots, and operate the pan and tilt of the Ronin. All in all, this was a 3-person job for these shots, as someone also needed to be driving the car. But this isn't anyone on our team's first rodeo, so we actually ended up flying through these shots, and I was beyond stoked on how smooth and easy it was to capture everything. This was by far the best way to get the shots of the moving product and get those product shots of the bike as they're rolling, and I honestly wouldn't have wanted to do it any other way. After the shoot was over, we spent a few weeks reviewing the footage and editing the final product. We did our best to craft a bit of a story in the ad rather than just a bunch of sick shots to music to try and make it a little more interesting. But one of my favorite parts of post-production I want to quick talk about is sound design. In order to really take things to the next level, I wanted to make sure we put a lot of effort into the sound design. Let's go! Sicker than a wizard with a top hat. So heavy when I drop it like a backpack. So my friend Enrique, who with his colleague Greg runs a music and post sound studio called Sound Shepherds up in Vancouver, BC, up in Canada. They did all the sound design and mixing and mastering for this project to really enhance the edit and help create a dynamic, high energy commercial. I had a ton of fun working with them, so definitely go check them out. They're an awesome company we've used on a lot of our projects to do the sound design, mixing, mastering, all that kind of thing. They're pros at it. And that's it. All in all, this was an awesome experience, and we just had a ton of fun as a team putting this commercial together. One thing I'm always reminded by with projects like this is that you really can do so much more when you have more than just yourself creating a video. There's definitely projects that just require like a one-man band type of thing, but it's amazing how much more creative you can get and just push the boundaries when you have a team of really solid professionals alongside you helping produce the project. So I'm incredibly thankful to everyone that worked so hard on this, and I'm gonna give just a few quick shout outs here. First to my wife, who did an amazing job starring as the female talent in this, and our awesome male talent, PJ DeSoto, who did a phenomenal job as well as our BTS and stills photographer and videographer, Levi Thompson, who absolutely killed it with all the awesome content he shot. And then last but not least, my good friend Logan Langevin, who came on as a PA with us and was just a trooper through the whole shoot. He definitely had his work cut out for him with all the location moves and running up and down the hills, but we couldn't have done it without him. So there you go. It takes a team. There you have it. That's how we shot our epic e-bike commercial, and I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look at our process. If you want to see the final product, definitely go check out our website or just click the link above here. But as always, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. All right. That, my friends, is a wrap. Thank you, guys.